Hello fans, and welcome to today's edition of Hockey Talk. I'm Bob Crawford, coming to you from the concourse, and our special guest today is Alan Hangsleben. And Alan, you go back just about to the inception of this Whaler franchise when it was in the World Hockey Association. Tell us about being part of this team when this building first opened back in the mid-'70s.
Well, I was, drafted 4th round by New England Whalers, and then played here for, I guess, 5 years, and then we turned into the NHL for the Hartford Whalers. But I guess I grew up with this town. You know, that grew with the city. When the city was growing for hockey, you know, I grew along with them.
Now, you're a Minnesota guy. You went to college out west at North Dakota, and coming to a place like Connecticut, a city like Hartford, did you feel like it was a welcoming experience for you?
It was, you know, I didn't really know what to expect. You know, I come off a farm in northern Minnesota and come to the city, you know, which was Hartford, in which I think we both grew together. The Hartford Whalers and the city of Hartford, you know, we grew together, and it turned into a good, you know, relationship.
Now, from a guy who was in the WHA from almost the beginning, made the transition to the NHL, your thoughts on what Howard Baldwin's doing here, kind of bringing things back more towards the Whale identity?
I think it's great. You know, I think that the Hartford people are starved, you know, for an NHL caliber team. You know, it's not that the Whale isn't a caliber team, but the people are used to what was here. You know, and you know the fan base that is still here, that was here when the Whale was here. You know, and I think that they would be great if they would come back.
And what was it like taking you back to that 1979-80 season? You'd been so good in the WHA for so many years, and getting a chance to play in the NHL that next year.
Well, it was a boyhood dream to play in the NHL. You know, the World Hockey. You know, not that it was a smaller league or anything because of the caliber of players we had. It was actually the NHL. It was the older players from the NHL. All my I guess childhood dream, or the best players that I ever grew up with, were in the NHL or the World Hockey at that time. You know, the Howes, the Hulls, and the Davey Keon, and some of the guys that I played with and grew up with.
Alan, thanks so much for joining us here today and for being part of the excitement here with the Whale.
Okay, thank you very much for having me.
That's Alan Hangsleben. That's your Hockey Talk for today from the concourse. Thanks for being with us, and enjoy the game.